Alexa. Focus. We're staying right there, Murph. What? What? My babas. The babas. Buckets. Hey, what's up, Eddie? What's going on, bud? I was just streaming in my office and it just, bam, cut out. Just cut out. So I don't know if it was a copyright thing. I don't know. So I thought, well, I was gonna call tonight. I thought, let me just try it from down here for a little bit. I haven't streamed at all. I haven't done a Christmas stream at all. It's all coming down tomorrow. As you can see, there's a lot to do. I see you playing your PS5. I still can't get a hold of one. How'd you get it? How'd you get lucky? You don't? I swear I thought I saw the PS5 icon by your name. Is it the Xbox Series X that I saw? Maybe that was it. I thought I saw you had one of the new systems. I thought it was a PS5. Maybe it's the Xbox. I can't find that either. Hey, Caitlin. What's going on? That's Maddie. Madison, she's the fluff ball. That's the Murph. He's the old boy. Happy New Year. Happy 2021. Thank God, right? Doing the same. That's all I've been doing for like a week. I have one more week. I go back a week from Monday. So, the Christmas extravaganza comes down tomorrow, which shouldn't take long. I've got it down to a science. I've got a bin labeled for each room. I used to pack everything. I used to take everything and like stockpile it into one room. Just in case, so if I didn't get it all packed up, at least was out of sight. So I would take everything, like all the Christmas shit, and just put it all in one room. And then I would put it in, I would pack it in boxes for what fit in what. It was like Tetris, putting everything in boxes and making sure everything fit. You use less boxes that way, but it's so much more work. what I do now, I have a bin labeled man cave, bin labeled great room, bedroom and master bath, kitchen and dining room. You get the idea. I take that bin, I see what it says, I carry it to that room, I put everything in that room in that bin, carry it downstairs. And it makes it so much easier when setting up next year because, well, I end up putting things in different places here and there. It's not the exact same setup every time, but it's 90% is. So, next year, you know, I look for the bin that says man cave and I carry it in here and everything just goes up in here. It keeps me from, okay, this goes here and then this goes upstairs and this goes over here and this goes over there. It's just, it's faster. I mean, you use more bins because whatever, but yeah. 20 minutes to prep Christmas stuff. I put it up. Hey Dallas, what's up, man? Cheers, everybody. I have it up by Thanksgiving. I don't turn anything on. So I'd say the 2 weekends before Thanksgiving, I didn't do it. But then that first week, every day after work for like an hour, hour and a half, I would just grab a bin and work for like an hour and a half. And within like that, by that weekend, I pretty much had everything up. And then just kind of finished up that short week going into Thanksgiving. And then boom, Thanksgiving, everything comes on. Christmas is done for that nice long weekend when people are usually decorating. I just sit back. Christmas is there. But it's been up now. In another week, in another 2 weeks, it would have been up for 2 months. So I was gonna take it down Monday, I'm taking it down tomorrow. Pinky! Cheers, happy Saturday, happy Saturday. Cheers, cheers, cheers. Did you guys have a good New Year? Was it as mellow as mine? No, New Year's was as mellow as mine. I guarantee that. I guarantee that. That's alright. I didn't mind a mellow New Year's Eve this year. Didn't mind it at all. I didn't even drink on New Year's Eve. How about that? I've had more tonight than I had on New Year's Eve. It was more about eating. Had a real good dinner. Had shrimp and cocktail sauce and spinach dip. It was all about the good eating on New Year's Eve rather than partying it up. Green Machine, what's up, buddy? Cheers, dude. What's happening? God, it's been so long. Of course, it's been so long since I've streamed too. Not like I used to. I planned on throwing up a few streams over the holidays, and it just didn't happen. I thought, well, let me throw one up before I take all this shit down. I just had a stream up in my office that just had, you know, this garland around the closet. That was the decoration in there. And that went for like 45 minutes and it just shut down. I don't know if it was a YouTube copyright thing, so it might happen again. I might, you know, in 2 seconds I just might be gone. I don't know. I can't not play music though. I can't not do it. Hey, here's 2 of the 3. Shell Bell has crashed. If I can see if I can do this without Shell Bell. There she is. Hi, baby. Hi, Pancas. She's a good girl. Yeah, it's dog extravaganza over here. Yeah, everything's good. All good, man. Just saying, everything comes down tomorrow. I'm looking forward to getting this space back. It's a big tree. You're only seeing a part of it. And I moved it off center so Shelby could still have her little perch to look outside. She looks so cute looking outside next to the tree. She looks cute. What'd I do for that dog? Ben Rector, I swear to God, I thought this was Train. Doesn't this sound just like Train? Yeah, it would go better in the main room out there, but this is the only window that like faces the front of the house. I can't imagine not having a Christmas tree in the front window. I rescued him last year. Had him now maybe 16 months, and he was 13 when I got him. And whoever had him before obviously never allowed him on furniture because he will not come up no matter how much you ask him. So he has big cushy dog beds in every single room because he's never more than 6 feet away from me at all times. So yeah, he's got a big cushy dog bed. He's got dog beds all over the house. My first pet, Caitlin, was Kira. She was my Husky Shepherd mix. She looked just like a gray wolf. Let's see if I can... I know she's on here. I got a good picture of her. I don't know how this is gonna... That's Kira. I rescued her when she was 3 back in 2002. Yeah, and she lives on my tree today. She was my first. And then I got Buddy. This is them. Okay, I don't always deck out my dogs, but there's some Photoshop happening here. But this is Buddy and Kira. Try to get like the best pick without. So that was my first two. Those were like the two originals, and then I lost Kira at like 16. I don't even know where this was, but does it even matter at this point? Lost her at 16, and then lost Buddy like a year and a half later. But when she was sick, I got Maddie, the fluffy dog here, so I had those 3. Then Kira passed, and then I got Shelby, the one laying on the couch. And then it was Buddy, Maddie, and Shelby, and then Buddy passed. And then it was just Shelby and Maddie for years. I call that the blonde seasons. Just 2 little blonde dogs. And then yeah, I had just those 2 for what, 3 years, and then I found this guy in a shelter, and after having Buddy and knowing that how loyal labs are, I couldn't stand the thought of him sitting in a shelter cage just because he's old. So I rescued him at 13, saying if he lived 2 months or 2 years, he's gonna have a good life and be spoiled. And he's going strong. He's almost completely deaf, but besides that, he's healthy. So I think he's gonna go. I think he's gonna be around for a little while. So I'm back to 3. Yeah, I got outside lights too. There's a little tree, 2 tall bushes, like 2 tall Christmas tree, evervitas or whatever they're called, on each side of the window, and then bushes all beneath the window, and that's all decorated. I have a light post out there next to the driveway, and I got lights wrapped up around that. And I have solar lights on bushes on each side of the garage, but they only come on if it's been a sunny day. They're sad. They're sad little bush lights that just come on, you know, once in a while. Sometimes just for a couple hours and they peter out, but that's fine. And then on the lanterns on each side of the garage, they take 3. Each lantern takes like 3 little candelabra bulbs. So in each lantern, I've got a green and a red bulb. So there's green and red bulbs in each lantern. So yeah, outside's pretty decorated too. I got a tree in the back I got lights on, and this little tiny bush on the patio. The backyard looks pretty sad. It's pretty sad, but it's still... There's lights out there. Oh, thank you. They're the ones that are awesome. It's nothing like conditional love. He had to overcome some hurdles. He had it rough for 13 years. That was apparent. He was obviously abused. I think he was mostly kept outside. So yeah, I thought when I first got him, he was having all kinds of accidents. I just kind of thought it was because he was old. So I got, you know, this diaper wrap for him. But something told me no. So I had the vet check him out, and they ran all kinds of tests, and I even designed, because I had to keep getting pee samples. He was getting to the point where if I would approach him, he would just stop. So I took one of his diaper wraps that just kind of goes, it's like a band, and it velcros on his back. And so I cut a hole in it, and I put in a mason jar. I cut the hole small, so the mason jar was really tight in there. And I put that on him just before he went outside. I had him go out, and it was wonderful. He peed right in that jar. He came, you know, I went out there, hold him still, took it off him real careful, took that in, but nothing. All the free catches were showing nothing. So they had to actually do a needle biopsy into his bladder and test that. And that had this like obscure infection. So got medicine for that, and then that cleared up. So yeah, we went through a few weeks of all kinds of craziness, but it's worth it now. He's happy, he's healthy. I know, I am too. Murphus! Murphy! Hi, baby. Hi, baby. You're fine, honey. We're talking about you. Who's a good boy? Huh? Who's a good boy? You relax, Papa. You get your window back tomorrow. You get your window back. I know he's missed that. Hey, Andy, what's up, buddy? Happy New Year, man. Cheers. Thank you, Cupcake. They're all worth it. All my dogs are rescues. The fluffy one was found on the golf course. They thought she was a coyote when she was younger. She didn't have all that fluffy hair. So they put cage traps around. And it took a while, but they finally caught her. They found her in this cage trap. They realized she wasn't a coyote. Threw her in the pound, and she just shook in the corner for 2 weeks. So they were going to put her down, deemed unadoptable, and Paws of Michigan pulled her out and fostered her at home. And I read her case, because after I adopted Kira, she wasn't listed as special needs, but she kind of was. And bonding with her made me want to always look for dogs that are either adult dogs that are hard to adopt for whatever reason, because they're old, because they've got anxiety issues, they've been abused, whatever. I go for the dog that has issues, is listed as special needs with the heart. And Maddie was the worst case by far. I got her. She was clearly abused. Think she was thrown from a car because she hated everything dogs love. She hated leashes. She hated going for walks, anything that took her out of her safe space. She hated going in the car. Took a long time to get her comfortable. I mean, 2 months of having her, if I just stood up, she would run under a table and hide. So it took months to gain her trust. And now she's just like this happy house dog. So yeah, I look for old dogs or abused dogs, and I give them, rehabilitate them, give them a good home. Take them for training. We always go for basic obedience training. It's a good bonding thing. He didn't go, but I'm teaching him at home. He learned sit pretty quick. He's very food motivated, this guy. Oh my God. And yeah, so now when he wants something, he'll just look at me and he'll just sit and just look at me really cute. Okay. You're the old dog with the one trick. What's up, man? Cheers. Happy Saturday, bud. Yeah, you too, man. Thanks for stopping in. I know for you it's late. I had to throw up one stream before all this comes down. I'm in Michigan. America, Michigan. Where you at? Oh, cool. Man, I saw a stream on the PlayStation Live area. There was only about, like 10 or 12 streams going on tonight. One of them was from Canada, a picture of that church with just like this massive blizzard. Like, oh. I'm like, okay, so that's north of us. It's like northwest of us, I think. So, was asking the Amazon device what the weather's going to be tomorrow, and sure enough, all that snow's coming our way. Can I react to a German song? suppose I could. I know. I've been waiting for the Christmas comments. Christmas is over, man. Hasn't happened yet. I'm not ruling it out. Here we go. We got snow on Christmas Day. That hasn't happened. It snowed on Christmas Eve, and we had snow on Christmas Day. That hasn't happened in years. I'm like, well, 2020 did something. And it wasn't enough that you had to go out and shovel and snowblow and whatever. It was just enough to cover the ground and make everything look nice and Christmassy. It was nice. It was nice. It's all green now, but it's coming again tomorrow. Here we go. It's, you know, January is when we get hit. We get socked the end of January. February is a pretty snowy month. I don't care. We can get 40 feet of snow. I'm working from home. I don't care. I know, green. Me too. Me too. It's been up for about 6 weeks now, though. So tomorrow is the day. I want to reconfigure this room, but I can't do it yet. I want to actually flip it, put the TV on that wall. But the cable is over here. So I either have to run the cable all the way around the room, or the shorter way, which would be in front of the entrance, which I'm not gonna do. So whatever. It's gonna stay. The last couple times when I took down Christmas, I made changes. I don't think I'm gonna make any changes this time. Oh yeah. Yeah. I don't expect that to change anytime soon.
That song spent an incredible 7 weeks at #1 on our countdowns this year. Or last year. Like today's Pulse, Sirius XM. I'm Karen Carson, and Jim Ryan, Ron Ross, Kim Ashley, and myself are going to count down the top 30 songs of 2020. Listen for that a little bit later on tonight.
All right, let me get one more beer. I've got one more beer, and then I'm out of beer. So I'll stream for one more beer. Then it's crazy late, but I gotta eat. I haven't had dinner. And my day and night are all changed anyway. I'm like up half the night, napping during the day. It is what it is. It's vacation. That's what vacations are for, right? Be right back. I gotta say, I am gonna miss it a little bit though. Well, you know, I want the space back. There are lights around every window. There is lit garland around every door frame. Walking through the house, I just love seeing all the lights. Everything is just so pretty. Everything looks kind of plain at first, but at the same time, it all looks nice and clean. I mean, there's not much time between, because I do quite a bit for Halloween too. I didn't go quite crazy this year because didn't have the Halloween bash because of COVID, but still, there's Halloween stuff, and you got a couple week break, and I start putting up Christmas, so the house is different from early October all the way through to like first week of January. So it is nice to have the house back and just clean and orderly and whatever, but I do miss all the lights for a minute when they all come down. Oh, you're retired now? Nice. God, I'm not looking down that barrel for too long yet, unfortunately. But hopefully I'll be able to work from home the rest of my career. That would be nice. The dogs are living this year like I'm retired. I saw a meme on Facebook of these two old guys, and one guy said, "You remember 2020? Man, that year sucked." And then the next cartoon were two dogs, and one dog said, "Man, do you remember 2020?" And the other dog said, "Yeah, man, it was my owner, my dog dad, whatever, was home every day with me. It was the best year of my life." And I really didn't realize how much time I spent away at work until I was working from home all the time, you know? When you consider the commute, 9.5 hours, 5 out of 7 days a week, every week, is a lot of time away. It's a lot of time away. So, I'm gonna fight to keep working from home for as long as I can. I know, right? And my company is all about work your way. You know, if you want to take a couple hours in the middle of the day and work out, you want to take a couple hours during the day and walk the dog or just whatever, and come back and make up those hours at night, put in your hours however you want. Just get your shit done. Love that. I mean, I pretty much sit there and hammer out my workday in one shot. I even kind of just bring my lunch up there and work through lunch. There's very few days where I stop working and eat lunch. I might as well just eat while I work. I'm home. You know what I mean? There's nothing so pressing that I can't, you know, shove food in my mouth. Obviously. So, yeah, I'm digging the working from home thing. I love that at the end of the day, just you walk away and I'm already home. There's no 45-minute commute. There's no gas. I don't have to pay to park my car in the city to work every day. It's amazing. Oh yeah. Yeah, I have a good separation because my office is upstairs all the way like over in the corner, like in the corner of the house up there. The bathroom is right next to it. So when I leave at the end of the day, when I'm done with work, I come downstairs and this is where I hang out for the night. So it's not like I'm passing my computer and I'm like, oh, looks like there's an email. What is it? I don't have those temptations to keep working. And we've gone through cuts. I survived a cut and I'm doing my job plus now like 60% of somebody else's job. So I'm plenty busy. There's no worry about staying motivated. I'm doing billing now for all of our companies around the world, and the internal billing. I'm now, on top of everything else, I'm now handling billing for my company for international billing. So that was a fun thing to learn. I'm still learning it. Yeah, and there's advantages. You know what I mean? I get up, I throw on my robe, I let the dogs out, I get my coffee, I run upstairs, I log in, I work for a good couple of hours, come down, take a quick shower, usually grab lunch, go back up, continue my day. So as long as there's no meetings over, as long as there's no video meetings, I'm like sitting there in my robe for the first couple of hours. Why not? And just being in comfy clothes all day makes a difference. But the biggest thing is at any time I can reach down, I can pet a dog. I can interact with my dogs all day long. It's the biggest stress reliever in the world for me. We got a futon up there right next to me. So Shelby and Maddie usually lay on the futon. Murphy is usually 4 feet behind me on the floor. And at any time, I can just walk over and pet the dogs and just take a break. That's the biggest perk of all. Right? My God. If I want to start work at 8 o'clock, I get up at 7:30, and then I can actually tell it to snooze once, maybe twice. I used to have to get up at 6:30. So yeah, that's nice too. Lots of benefits. Some people are like, I like the social interaction. Fuck that. I did that. I've worked for this company for 23 years. I've done enough social interaction with you people. Your images are burned in my brain. I don't need to see you all day, every day anymore. I'm one of the lucky ones where my job can really be done anywhere. I did get into the habit. I changed their feeding times to right when I got up, I'd feed them, and then I'd feed them again at 5. They were getting fed 3 times a day because there's a long story behind it. But when Buddy was getting older and was getting sick, he had a tumor on his pancreas that was producing too much insulin, and he kept going into shock. So he had to eat like a day to keep food in his system. So Shelby was used to that, Maddie was used to that. So anyway, I brought it down to 3 times a day. 3 times a day, I don't think he was actually ever getting full. He was getting 3 small meals a day. And I don't think he ever felt like satisfied. So I cut it down to 2. I give him a big thing for breakfast. And then after work, 5:36, I give him more. So I split it up into 2 meals a day. And right when I get up, I was feeding him. Well, this one, kept pushing it earlier and earlier and earlier because he knew the second I got up, I was feeding him. So he was coming in, whooping and insisting on me getting up like way earlier than I needed to. I was just gonna 5 in the morning. He's toweling into the room, barking and throwing a fit. So I said, no. So whatever time I get up now, I don't feed him until about 9:30. So that kind of stopped that. I can at least now sleep until my alarm goes off. Because he knows when I get up, he still has a good hour or so, hour and a half, until he gets fed. So now they get fed at like 9:30 when I get up at about 7:30. Because, yeah, this one pushes the envelope. Oh my god, dude. Oh, I know, yeah, somebody said dogs don't know how to tell time. That is such bullshit. Whoever came up with that never owned a dog. Shelby knows within a 10-minute window when it's time to eat. But I liked when he started demanding stuff, because that let me know he was actually starting to feel at home here. It took a long time. He had some restless nights. He would just pace the house at night, just uneasy, and he does not like to be behind closed doors. If I shut this door, he wouldn't melt down like he used to, but I think bad things happen to him behind closed doors. So I try to keep everything open for him. But yeah, when he started barking at the lawn guys, or someone was in the vicinity, he would bark at him. I thought, oh, okay, he's starting to feel like this is home now. Alexa, what's the forecast for tomorrow?
Here's the forecast for tomorrow in Trenton. Look for snowy weather with a high of 36 degrees Fahrenheit and a low of 30 degrees.
Alexa, how much snow are we predicted to get tomorrow?
Snow is very likely in Trenton tomorrow. There's a 79% chance. You can expect about 0.96 inches.
All right, about an inch. Seriously, I just changed this battery. Oh my god, they got so spoiled for Christmas, it's crazy. The amount of dog treats and toys. Because Shelby's the only one that really plays with toys. Oh my god. I think I still have a picture on my phone. I took a picture of the dog toys before I wrapped them, all spread out on the table in the basement. Hilarious. I don't know that I want to divulge this, but I'm going to. This was... Hey, come on.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Karen Carson. Happy Saturday nights, first weekend.
You can kind of see it.
Hope you're enjoying it with that. Jason Derulo, Ingrid Andress, also LK.
Most of them are rope toys. Everything like over here is dog treats. Yeah. Yeah. And Shelby plays with every single one of them. Every single one of them. Spoiled. Yeah, Andy, I can't wait. I can't wait. The process now is just making sure that everything is in order so I'm comfortable afterwards. Oh, thank you. Oh, did they buy you out? That's kind of awesome. I hope that happens to me. For you. Be just my luck. I drop dead 3 months after I retire. The earlier the better. I work for an international accounting firm. I work in the international department. So one of our main clients, like a large automotive client, if they send someone from US to Germany for a 3-year assignment, they hire my company to do their return in their home country and their host country. They pay for all the expenses and whatever for them to be there. We get the best return for both, and then depending on the situation, the return goes back to the company for kind of a reimbursement for all the money they're putting into that individual for sending him internationally to learn whatever skill they're learning. So my job is to monitor all of our offices around the world and make sure that everybody is completing things on time according to the contracts with our different clients. So I run a lot of reports and I hound a lot of people and get on their ass when they're behind on getting their shit done. And every country has a different tax return due date, and every country has a different extension policy, and it's so you incorporate all of that, and dealing with, I don't know, I deal with about maybe 15, 20 different clients that all have different expectations. So my job is to make sure that everything gets done So I don't actually do tax returns. I just manage the process. And when I was saying earlier, they gave me international billing now, which makes sense because it's kind of full circle. So now I'm also in charge of billing. So when they bill us for their services, because all of our companies in other countries are considered a third party, even though they're still our company. So we have to have contracts with each country, and they do the work and they bill us. And the money we collect from the client to do this worldwide work, we then distribute back to them for their work. So now I'm also in charge of interfirm billing. That's it in a nutshell. There's like hundreds of duties involved in all of that, but that's a high level description of what I do. Yeah, I mean, I've been with this company since '97, but I've been in this job since 2012. And it has changed so much. So much. There were two of us when we started, and it was a lot of data entry, which is good now because it got me to learn the systems from ground up. So now that I've moved on from that and other people are doing the data entry, I still manage that data entry. Yeah, it can be tough sometimes because it sucks to be responsible for somebody else. And that's like my lot in life. It's like every job I've had, I'm monitoring other people and I'm pushing them to get their shit done, but it's like, what can I do? You know, I can fly to India and get in someone's face and say, do your job. I mean, it's how do you force somebody on the other side of the planet to do, you know? So whatever. I mean, the good thing is I work for a good company and they hire good people and everybody wants to do a good job and everybody wants to meet their goals and everybody whatever. So there are some countries that are more challenging than others to deal with, but yeah, it is tough sometimes to be responsible for somebody else meeting a deadline. No, I mean, I certainly have butted heads with some people in other countries, for sure. But you keep it professional. Keep it professional. But yeah, I've said, you know, what about this? Well, blah 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 blah. I'm like, well, blah 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 blah. It has nothing to do with why this can't be done. So, what do I tell the client why this isn't done? Like, what's the reason? So yeah, I've butted heads. I mean, after a while, it all smooths out and whatever. There's people that I've gone head to head with in the past that we have a great working relationship now. So it's just, you know, you got to do your job, but as long as you treat people with respect, you'll get it back. Yeah. Yeah, but that's God. 2020. That's so gone beyond work. I'm so tired of opening Facebook and having conflicts. I'm so tired of half the people in our country not believing that COVID is real and the other half. I mean, it's just there's so much conflict right now. I'm so happy I'm just working from home in my little bubble. Just exist in this little bubble right now. I'm happy to do it. All the presidential bullshit, all the COVID bullshit. Ugh, it's just been so much. Corona beer almost going out of business because it's called Corona. That poor franchise. How unfortunate. It has to. It has to. January 20th will be a very interesting day. To love. To me, it was preventative. I know, right? They don't care about any of that. They don't care about any of that. None of that is important. It's the best therapy in the world, owning a dog. Yeah, originally people told me I was crazy to rescue a senior dog. They're like, oh, I don't know how you're gonna do it. You get attached, and I'm like, you know what? In the beginning, I said I know what I'm getting into. Like when I got him, I understood. It might just be months. It might be a couple years, but I know he's 13 right now. He's 14-ish. They might have lied about his age when they turned him in. Whatever. I think they just thought that the pound would put him down and wouldn't cost him anything. Because the previous owners never took him to the vet. He had never been to the vet. He had never been fixed. He had never got one vaccination. Nothing in 13 years. He was just like this thing that the family had. And he had this huge growth on his leg. For 2 years, it went untreated, and they thought it was cancer. So they just took him to the pound because you can just drop him off, and they thought that they would just put him to sleep and it wouldn't cost him anything. Turns out that wasn't cancerous at all. They removed the growth, they cleaned his teeth, they fixed him up. They said, well, let's give it a shot. I mean, he's a healthy dog, let's put him up. So I said, I know, I'm prepared. I already know that, you know, he's going to be the next one to go because of his age and whatever. But yeah, it's, at this point, it doesn't even matter how long I've had him. It's not going to make that day any easier. It's not going to make it any easier. But as tough as that day is, it's so worth it. It is so worth it to have them for the years that you have them. I got Craft Ice last year, Craft Ice molds, and I actually got more this year. I haven't used them yet. But that would go great with gin. which is cool because these are stackable. I love that. The ones that I got are just in, they're just like a, what's the material? It's just like a silicone mold, and you know, you fill them up and they're not stable, like they spill, and the ones that make the balls, like, you know, you fill up half the tray and you put the top tray on top and you push the tray down, and you know, the water overflows and spills out and whatever, and it's just it's a process and it can be messy, but I love the craft ice. That's why I love these, because they're contained. Like, you just put the water in there and you screw the top on and it makes a nice big round ice ball without spillage. You can stack them. So I'm excited to use that. It's the small things. I'm excited about ice. But yeah, when you said you poured a gin, I'm like, my favorite are the big squares. I've got skulls too. The skulls are pretty cool. But when you have you know, like a bourbon short glass and there's a big block of ice in there with the gin or whatever you're drinking, it just looks classy. Oh yeah, he's struck gold for sure. I'm gonna make sure he knows that. I gotta get through this so I can play Call of Duty Cold War. I still haven't. I was saying in my other stream, like, I probably got like maybe 35% through the campaign, and I put it down. I should just start it over at this point. Just start it over, blow through it, because man, Cold War looks so good. The levels that put you in Dallas at the casinos look so much like Rainbow Six. I remember Rainbow Six 2. Nothing has the cover like Rainbow Six. Gears kind of has it for Xbox, but I love the cover system for the Rainbow games. If I can find one. I've been looking for since they came out. I have not got my hands on a PS5 or Xbox Series X. So hopefully sooner or later. And I have money saved up from work. Like, when you go above and beyond, you get what's called the Encore Award. And it can be anywhere from $100 to $200, or if you get a standing ovation, you get $500. So over the past like year or so, I've just been banking up, because you can just bank up this award money, and I took out $1,000 gift card that I have stored. And that is earmarked for both systems. So when I get my hands on the PS5 and the new Xbox, it's not even going to cost me anything. I have a card ready for it, and I still can't find one. It's so frustrating. I mean, you know, there's going to be, you know, the scalpers, you know, whatever. I just would think, I'm sure COVID has played some kind of part in the production, whatever. I can appreciate that, but I'm like, come on, Sony, like, you've got so many people. You would think that you would want to sell so many units out the gate, especially, you know, if Xbox is also hard to find, and vice versa. I would think one of them would like flood the market, so everybody would just buy that system over the other one. I can't get a hold of either one. It's crazy. So yeah, not yet. But I kind of hoped that on this Christmas vacay I'd come across one, but I'm just not going out, you know, shopping like I used to after Christmas. I'm not just like wandering through Target going, oh, I got lucky, there's one, or Walmart or whatever. I'm just looking online and everything is like sold out, sold out, sold out, sold out. I fell for the every 3-hour thing on Walmart. Oh, new systems go up every 3 hours. And you sit there at 9 o'clock. Refresh, 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 refresh. And then it freezes up. And then nothing. Fuck. Noon. Here I am again. 3. Here I am again. 6. Here. No. No, I gave up on Walmart online. 2 days of that. I'm like, fuck that. I don't even believe it. I don't even believe they have systems available every 3 hours. I don't even believe it. Just trying to get you on their website. Yeah, that's where I got lucky with the PS3. Yeah, I get that, but they still want people to buy their systems, right? I mean, make enough for the demand. I mean, at this point, I think they make cars faster than they're making those damn systems. But, you know, on the other hand, I've got a PS4 Pro, I've got an Xbox One X, I've got, you know, the graphical overhaul is minute, and they're still supporting these systems, so it's fine. You know, there isn't a game, well, maybe Spider-Man, I don't know, I don't think I think, you know, there's some games that are only system whatever, but they've been putting out games that work still on crossover for both systems, so I don't feel like I'm missing out on anything right now. So, whatever. If, you know, if the system actually cost me, which, I mean, in a way it still does, I can use that card for other life things, but whatever. I was like, I've got this money earmarked for these systems. It's not costing me anything. I want it now. I can't even justify the fact that, oh, well, it's really expensive, so I should just wait. I've got a little, I'm ready for it. I've prepared for it. I want it. I wonder how long this will stay around, because it's not available on PS5. There's no streaming on PS5. I'm gonna have to, eventually, if I want to stream, I'm gonna have to like plug a camera into my PC and just stream directly to YouTube, because I have a feeling the PlayStation streaming is probably, you know, gonna go the way of Home on PS3. Yeah, me too. My old systems went up to my office. My new systems are here. Yeah, when I got the 4K TV, it's just like, there's no point in having a 4K TV if you're not going to have the 4K gaming. Spoken like a true gamer. And I tried to tell myself for a while, well, this will be the system that I'll wait a year. The PS5 will come out, and I'll wait a year when they come out with a redesign that's smaller, more memory, and faster for less money. Because they always do that. But really, am I gonna be able to do that? Really, when I'm bitching about not it being available right now? Probably not. The second I see it, I'm just gonna. The second I see it. What up, Ev? Evan's got a PS5. He's a lucky one. With my luck, I'll get the PS5, and then 2 months later, they'll announce the PS 5.2. Smaller, faster, more memory for $1,000 or for $100 cheaper. I mean, for the fans, the hardcore fans that buy that original system, you should be able to deep discount. But no, they don't do that. Hey, what's up, man? Happy New Year. Cheers. I'm just happy, Green. I found the feet to my drum kits. So I've got the PS4 and the Xbox One drums set up, so I can actually drum again. I was actually drumming for a couple hours earlier today on upstairs on the Xbox. Oh, I miss drumming so much. I gotta go back to basics. I've been away from it for like 3 years. So I've got all the cymbals so I can play Drum Pro, but I've just gone back to just drums just to get the to get it back, and then I'll add the cymbals. I had a lot of fun today though. And I also finally, after the move, found my PS2. So I got the PS2 hooked up there too. And oh my god, the original Need for Speed games, like the original Underground, I've missed that so much. It's so fun. I just remember racing down those alleyways. It's so narrow and the game is so fast. I love that game. It's one of my favorite Need for Speed games, along with Hot Pursuit 2. I gotta put that in. I had so much fun with Hot Pursuit 2. And then all the original SSX games, racing down those courses. So much PS2 goodness I've been wanting to get into for the last 3 years. Couldn't find it. I finally found it. Yeah. Becky, I'll probably, I don't know, my dad was probably the first. Treated me so good in every way. Why? Why does this interest you? You doing a survey? Or questions about your own boyfriend? Maybe I can answer them. Becky? Becky? I mean, there's degrees to everything. A word you'll never understand, but there are degrees to everything, Becky. What up, Ian? Well, I gotta shave this off, or it just, you know, it's not passable. And I've kind of grown to like this. So, you know, and I've shrunken out of your dresses, so I'll give them back to you.
You know, he is a funny guy and a very talented guy. And
I was using them for tents, but,
his performance
you know,
in the garage studio
with COVID, I'm not leaving the house that much either, so.
And we're going to play that back for you tomorrow, Sunday, January 6th, 6 p.m. East, 3 Pacific. Hearing him live is quite incredible, Louis Capaldi.
Louis Capaldi, did you guys hear him on the New Year's Eve? He sang a couple tunes on New Year's Eve. Same old us. Truth too late. Designed to fade, fading away. I'm still cross-dressing. I wish I could get away with that. There could be a lot of benefits to going out in public as a hot chick. There'd be a lot of benefits to that. My love. Becky thinks that would offend me. Don't know. We all know that Becky's a boy, right? We're all connected on that one. Hold me while you wait. Hold me while you wait. So now I'm out of beer, but I don't want to end it, so I think I'm just gonna do rum and coke. How does that sound? My love, my love, my love, won't you stay a while? Alright, I'll be right back. I'm gonna make myself a foofy drink. And I might come back in a dress. We'll see. Gotta keep you guys on your toes. Great opportunity to show off my new glass. Look at that. So excited. Private stock. Whatever. Do not drag your bed in the middle of the room. I'm occupying the space momentarily. I know, right? I got Triumph glasses for Christmas. I got this. I got the guitar for Allied Forces. Just sweet. And I got hats. Anything, everything. Right? This is the thing on the other glass. Dude. I haven't had a Triumph hat in year. Oh, look at that. Allied Forces. This one says never surrender. Sweet. I got face masks too with those emblems on it. I got a couple coffee mugs. Cheers. And Andy, there is a craft ice cube in here. Big square. I need to put in another one. Right? Oh, cheers to that all day. All day. Clank, 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 clank. Such a shame too. Such like a landmark year, you know, 2020. Ugh. I saw a thing on Facebook. It said, all right, 2021, you have the easiest job ever. All you have to do is be better than 2020. That's all you have to do. Just be better. Where's Becky? 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 Where's Becky? God knows what to say about you. God only knows. Nice. God only knows. Damn. See, maybe next time I should act like offended and confused. Like, make them think that they got to me, and maybe they'll stick around longer. You know? I know. I miss the days when, like, the 3 or 4 friends would all come in and try to, you know, triple team. That's when it got really fun. I can't tell you how many people on my PlayStation friend list started out as major trolls. And then you end up getting a friend request from them. I'm like, okay. Oh, I mean, people talk about the good old days. I get it now. I do. Daily Motion to a lesser degree, but man, Ustream was that was the shit. I would, you know, on paper, I would think YouTube would be so much worse because it has such a bigger community, but I guess it also has so much. I mean, I'm not, you know, streams on YouTube aren't even like a fart in the ocean, you know what I mean? It's just, that's probably what the difference is. Oh. I know, whatever PlayStation's issue with Ustream was, or vice versa, it's a shame they couldn't work that shit out. X's and O's. Remember when at first they had it along the bottom? You could only read like 2 things at a time, and if it scrolled too fast, you missed stuff and you had to retype it. Doing this was like the best thing ever, because it used to just be 2 rows at the bottom. That's all you got. That was crazy. Oh yeah, and using the controller to type everything out, yeah. Oh my god. I always had a wireless keyboard plugged into my to my PlayStation. To this day. To this day. I still have vids out on Daily Motion because they actually show Kira and Buddy, and I want to keep them. I should log on and I should download them to have them, but I've kept those videos up on Daily Motion just so I can still see Buddy and Kira walking around. All the streams I do now, most of them, I take down the next day because eventually they get copyright strikes and they block them. They used to just mute them. Now they block them because I can go on my history and I can see videos that are blocked due to copyright things. It's just like, delete. So I usually just delete it before it even gets there. There's no reason to keep these streams around anyway. It's not like they're topical. Eventually, I want to do topical streams. I want to get a camera. I want to pick a topic. I got lots to talk about. And I want to start doing video vlogs. They just won't be live. But yeah, I would like to do eventually. Yeah, there's a lot of shit that I've gone through recently that I would love to talk about, to see if anyone else is going through them. It might help. And there's other stuff too. I mean, there's topics about, dog rescue that I can talk. There's all kinds of shit that I can speak to. Yeah, just have to kind of organize it and learn how to edit it, so it's, when I stumble, I can put out maybe a 10-minute thing and pack it full of information. Or if I'm talking about something more in depth, it can be longer, but I want to be able to, not just like do it live like this and just save it. I want to be able to go in and kind of edit it and take out pauses and take out whatever and just, make it very concise and whatever. I can talk about Black Lives Matter. I surely believe in it. I've been through a family. It's so much. One thing bleeds into another, that bleeds into another, that bleeds into another. But my mom got dementia, and that was hard enough. And then I have a family member that ended up trying to take everything inheritance-wise, and I had to fight that. And I've got a whole thing about narcissists and how they act and how they react and everything I went through with lawyers involved, and it's certainly an interesting story. And I'm gonna write a book on it one day, but I'd like to video blog the entire thing as well, because I could just put up vlogs and chapters from beginning to end. Like, even just, knowing mom had something going on and taking her to the evaluation and going back for the results and how that all went down and how harsh it was for her. Just all, I mean, there's layers of things to talk about. I don't know anything about police sneaking through a window. Yeah, Dee Dee, I don't know. I know the high level of that situation. Not enough to defend one stance or another. Other than it's just one more thing. It's one more thing. I'm certainly an advocate of more training. I don't know that to be true. Maybe it is. I'm surviving. Something, though, is keeping the investigation open. Gonna be fine. But yeah, I've got lots to talk about. And even later topics, like I said, and dog rescue and adoption and stuff. So I just have to sort through it, categorize it, organize it. But I've got a whole community of people affected by what I went through that would love to read or hear about behind the scenes stuff that was happening throughout that whole thing. Oh, it's under here. It's there. Long neck. Where's my neck? I know, like I'm the biggest man on the planet. Why, Terminator, do you want to kiss it? You want to hickey me? I'll leave you a spot right there. Right there. There you go. Come on. Oh. Come back. Come back. I'll give you lots of things to suck on. All right. I'm gonna go grab more ice, and then I'm gonna have more of that. Why, you wanna court me? You wanna bag and tag me as your own? Skynet? Skynet. That puts a whole nother... I mean, am I just, one shrimp in your big Skynet? Alright, let me get more ice, I'll be right back.